Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Alperen Sengun out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Bird in at the 3. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
VanVleet, the pass to Sengun. Shoots over Paul. Sengun, no good. VanVleet against Paul. Vassell outside. Back to Paul. Johnson for 3. Counted from distance.
I like Johnson's focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the 3.
Pass to Bird. Now here's Sengun. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Sengun. Here's Bol. And he buries his first look.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Fox outside. Pass to Johnson. And here's Wembanyama. Bol covering. Shoots a fadeaway. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Bol. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pass to Bird. Launches it. Caruso outside. 4 on the clock. Connects from downtown.
Sengun makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
Outside Paul. Wembanyama, high post. Second shot opportunity. Caruso grabs the board.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Bird passes to Bol. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Fox. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Wembanyama, screen on Caruso. Outside Wembanyama. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
One shot.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Here's Bird. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Tipped away, and he stays with it. Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama, screen on Caruso. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
On the wing, Caruso. Now Şengün. He's covered by Fox. Fades and shoots. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Spurs. On the wing, Caruso. To the right side. Here's Bird. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And that'll tie this game up.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. In that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the home team. Final stretch of the season. They've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. The Spurs have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Fox against Caruso. Fires the three. And it's Fox missing. Gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Van Vliet, the pass to Bird. Here's Bull, covered by Wembanyama. Şengün against Johnson. And Şengün gets it to go.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He's got to be mad at himself. He won't get a better look than that.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Count it.
Boy, at this size, Fred VanVleet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Here's the cell. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now Van Vliet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Şengün, the screen from the high post. Van Vliet misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Paul with it. Van Vliet covering. Vassell outside. They need this. Hits a three-pointer. Vassell's got 5 points.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Caruso outside. Pass to Şengün. Here's Bird. Misses the three. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Paul. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
The home team calls timeout. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Here's a look at the teams who have been piling up assists since the All-Star break.
They're clearly on the same page offensively, and the chemistry has gotten better and better. The assist totals have been outstanding.
Max Christie.
Here's Bird. They set the screen. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Vassell. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Christie. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Vassell. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Lays out. And they're running. Launches a 3. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Wembanyama. 7 points in the game. Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta. Bird's got 6. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Now here's Paul. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Vassell's shot is good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Christie. And here's Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. They get it back. Here's Bird. Left side, Simmons. No good that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Paul passes to Vassell. Back to Paul. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. From outside, off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Nice shot by Christie.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
On the wing, Vassell. He has 7, and that one good. 9 points in the game.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And Şengün gets it to go.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Left side, Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. Back to Wembanyama. There's the 3. On target from range. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Wembanyama against Şengün. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
If you do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Wembanyama. He had 22 in the win against the Clippers.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Now here's Fox. Tightly guarded, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
A slick move by Fox inside, finding a way to beat the interior coverage.
Paul against Van Vliet. Here's Bird. 6 points for him. Pass to Şengün. Puts up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Vassell. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Fox outside. Christie with a rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Free throw good, Simmons. 5 ticks left in the first. Fires away from way outside. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. On the court for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Castle. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard. Left side Bull. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bull's got 6.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Pass to Christie. Back to Reddish. Just 5 to shoot. Now Wagner. Takes one from 10 feet. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. Harris with it. Picked up by Reddish. From deep, Wembanyama. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Pass to Christie. Back to Beverly. Bull with it. He's against Sohan. Bull down low. Sohan covering. And that one's good. Bull. Give him 8 points now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Harris on the wing. Reddish covering. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Now here's Beverly. Yet to see a basket. Outside Reddish. Right side Bull. Back to Reddish. Over Harris. Pass to Christie from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Christie's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Harris against Reddish. Harris passes to Wembanyama. Over Wagner. Not this time.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Christie. He had 16 in the win against New York. Pass to Beverly. Now here's Bull. Sohan covering. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And the first one at the line is good. Caruso, he's checked in for Christie. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Chris Paul comes in for Branham. And Bull drops them both. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Paul for three. Gets the three to fall. Paul's got 5 points.
You've always got to be mindful of Chris Paul beyond the arc. He's built a career being consistent.
Beverly with it. No made baskets yet. From 13. Here's Wagner. Up and in on the layup.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Spurs trail by 10. Outside Paul. Harris outside. The three is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Reddish. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
Second team foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Cam Reddish taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Paul passes to Johnson. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Such a reliable player under the hoop. Johnson, I mean, he wants those close-in shots.
There's a screen. Right wing. Here's Bird, pounded by Harris, and it's Bird missing. Spurs trail by 9. Left side Paul. Harris outside. Wembanyama, screen on Reddish. Here's Castle. Oh! Hammers it home.
So nice. Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Caruso outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Caruso's got 6.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Harris a screen. Pass to Paul. Back to Johnson. The 3-ball. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Beverly against Paul. Right side Reddish. Pass to Bird. Tries the spin move. Over Harris. And it's Bird missing.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Castle misses. Gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now here's Johnson. 15 in his last outing. Unloads from 13. And Castle with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Reddish passes to Bird. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Here's Johnson. Caruso grabs the board. Gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Bird. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 10-point game. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And this is what it's all about inside. Vassell willing to get physical to finish his motion.
The home team calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league.
And make no mistake, this team loves to get out and run. Whenever they see space to leak out and score fast, they go strong.
Ball against Van Vliet. Here's Bird. And yep, it's good. Bird's got 11 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Johnson. Give him 8 points now.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Johnson with a bucket.
And it's clear Johnson is comfortable handling more responsibility on offense. Love the confidence there.
Now Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Şengün with it. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet on the wing. Unloads. Rebounded by Fox.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
For the finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
No surprise there. Steal from Van Vliet. Bucket for the team.
Spurs trail by 11. Fox outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Vassell.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Bird. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
San Antonio's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Now Johnson. Here's Vassell. Crafty move. And it's Bird with a rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Şengün, the screen. Pulls it from the top of the key. Tries to save it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. A minute 6 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Paul. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Bird's got 16 points now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Ball passes to Harris. And again, unable to change momentum here. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün. Setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Looking to get it going. Fox, that's good. 6 points for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
With 1 on the clock. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Up by 16. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft. So far, really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. We've got Alperen Şengün. Alex Caruso is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Bol, and it's Bird in at the small forward position. And here's Caruso outside. And that one's good. Bol.
Showing great awareness and quick decision-making. That's how you handle getting double-teamed.
And for San Antonio, up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
We've got Fred VanVleet, Alperen Şengün out there with Bol. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Bird in at the 3. Clock at 4. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bird's got 18.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And for the Spurs, up front they're going with Johnson and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul, and it's Vassell in at small forward. Now here's Wembanyama. Not going to go that time. Solid defense from Bol. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Vassell. Bird passes to Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Fox. He has 6. Here's Wembanyama. The kick out to Johnson from behind the arc. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Back to Şengün. Pass to Bird. And here's Caruso outside. nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Vassell passes to Paul to get back on track. Goes back up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, when Wembanyama gets to an offensive rebound, he's going straight back to the rim with it. You can count on that.
Pass to Bird. Caruso outside. No good on the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the shot's good. Paul's got 7.
Boy, Chris Paul just locked in right there. Shot ready on the catch.
Paul against Van Vliet. Pass to Bowl. Stolen by Wembanyama. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Caruso. Van Vliet with it. Fox picks him up. Here's Bird. Bowl with it. Covered by Johnson. Another shot. Bowl, no good.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Vassell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bowl.
Good size on Vassell. Learning how to maneuver it inside.
San Antonio shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. That one's off.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Simmons. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Vassell. Bird passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Now you see the size of Ben Simmons on a roll situation, so effective at 6'10".
Outside Johnson. Ball against Van Vliet. Right side Wembanyama. Over Wagner. It's rebounded by Wagner.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Here's Van Vliet. And the bucket is good. Van Vliet's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
If you are a small guard like Fred Van Vliet, that floater game is an absolute must. What pretty touch.
Fade away. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Here's Christie. He's got 9.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Castle's checked in for Vassell.
Hi, Alexis. How are you?
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
Gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Out to the right wing. Here's Bird. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Wagner.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Bird passes to Van Vliet. Here's Bird. Over Johnson. And counted from 19 feet away. Bird's got 6 here in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Van Vliet. After the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Bird. Oh, it's stolen away. Fox outside. Tries to break his ice. And it's good on the layup. Fox has got 8 points. Right there.
I'd like to take this time and thank everybody for tuning into the stream. If you like what you guys are seeing and you're enjoying this series, please give this video a like and share it. Consider subscribing to the channel with the notification bell. Most importantly, have a good time.
Now here's Simmons. Uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Bird. Lets it fly. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. From the corner. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The home team calls timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Alperen Şengün.
I don't think anyone expected to see his production drop off the way it has over the last few games. But I have to credit the defenses he's been facing. They've done their homework, and they're finding ways to hold him down. And now he needs to find new ways to beat them.
And the basket by Castle.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
And here's Beverly. He's scoreless. Here's Christie. And counted from 19 feet away. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Castle. Outside Johnson. And here's Wembanyama. Defended by Şengün. Low block shot. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Beverly, the pass to Reddish. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Paul. Three-pointer. And he can't get that one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Christie. Back to Reddish. And here's Beverly. Clock at 6. Outside Reddish. Here's Şengün. Rebound by San Antonio.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Pass to Christie. Wembanyama against Şengün.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Şengün has such a great feel for the game. He's savvy, and he knows how to get a call.
It's his first trip to the line.
Şengün. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Johnson. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Chris Paul. Both free throws good from Şengün.
Yeah, Şengün's aggressive style is what gets him here.
Fox against Beverly. Fox outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Here's Beverly. No points yet. Şengün, a screen on Fox. To the paint. Şengün, no good. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 15-6 run. Harris passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Sohan. No good on the triple. Gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Simmons. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 14. Castle misses. Shooting about 53% on the third. A very good number. Now Simmons. He's covered by Fox. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Bol, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
Number 35.
Spurs trail by 14. Fox right side. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Reddish passes to Simmons. Here's Bol. The fadeaway. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bol's got 6 here in the quarter. San Antonio's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Fox against Beverly. Fox outside with 2 seconds left. That one drops for him. Fox has got 15.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm. Assist for the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Cam Reddish is out there with Bol. Then there's Wagner, then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Christie in at the 2. Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Bol. Here's Christie. 5 to shoot. Wagner with a screen. He shoots. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Wesley. Soft touch off the glass. Wesley's gotten his first points in this one.
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Bol. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Castle. Sohan lays it up and banks it in.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Outside Bull. Pass to Christie. From 15 feet away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Wembanyama screen. Castle for three. Drills it from deep.
Well, when the three ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Christie. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Pass to Wagner. Christie's shot is off. Spurs trail by 9. Wesley, the pass to Harris. It's hauled in by Reddish. Gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Bull. Sohan with some nice D. For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Christie. Pass to Van Vliet for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Here's Christie. Now Wagner. Outside Bull. Pass to Christie. Takes a 3. San Antonio with a rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here's Christie. Van Vliet outside. Inside. Here's Bull. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, Van Vliet, just great vision and feel for the game.
Wagner against Wembanyama from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Ball.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. A different look for San Antonio. Johnson, he's checked in for Sohan. Fox comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Paul in for Wesley. Good on the second one. Spurs trail by 8. Ball passes to Johnson. Offline with a 3. Gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Bull finds Van Vliet. Bird. There's the triple. Hauled in by Paul.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Bird. To the middle. Here's Bowl. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Bowles got 11 in the second half.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
It's deflected. To the inside, Christie. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Paul. To the wing, right side. Fox. That smooth lefty shot.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Over to the wing. Here's Bird. And a great assist by Van Fleet as that one goes. Bird's got 25 points in the game.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Pass to Bird. There's the screen by Bowl. Here's the 3. And it's Bird missing. Spurs trail by 10. Outside Paul. Now here's Fox. Now Wembanyama. Bowl grabs the board. Gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Yep, that one's good. He's got 27.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. San Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on them, too.
Beverly with it. Pass to Simmons. Here's Bird. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Bird's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Here's Castle. He's guarded by Caruso. And the basket by Castle.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Beverly outside. Outside Simmons. Simmons with a screen on Vassell. Puts it up from 17. And it's Bird missing. Spurs trail by 9. Goes up at the elbow. And there's another one for the Spurs.
The quickness of Fox is something else. He pulls up on the spot, and the defense just can't stay with him.
Pass to Bird. 1:53 left in the final quarter. And the shot goes. Bird's got 15 points here in the second half. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
First free throw is good, and that brings him with an 8. Bowl, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he's unable to get the second one.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Pass to Bird. Back to Beverly. Şengün with it. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Fox against Caruso. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Three-pointer, no good. Gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Ball against Beverly. To the paint. Here's Bird. San Antonio with a rebound. Paul with it. Caruso covers. Vassell outside. Drops in the 3.
And good patience from Johnson to wait for his man to open up.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bird. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Şengün, a screen on Vassell. Just 4 to shoot. Caruso, the pass to Bird. Shoots over Vassell. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 33. And so they get the victory here at home. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor. Mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
There you have it. There's your final. Just a complete team performance. Look at that bench points. 33 bench points for Team Larry Bird against the Spurs 17. 38 assists to their 28. It's hard to beat a team when you're passing the ball like that. It's hard to beat a team when they're getting almost every other bucket assisted on when you're trying to go one-on-one. It's hard to play basketball that way. Fast break points were pretty much even. Points in the paint, pretty much even as you would suspect with Wembanyama out there. Biggest lead was 25 by Team Larry, but the Spurs got back into it. Give them credit, man. They fought back to only lose this game by 9. They just got out executed in the half court, taking advantage of the mismatches from Team Larry Bird, and they just never recovered from that. That's where the story of the game was. The post ups, the mismatches, taking advantage of the big on small mismatches and getting open shots. Let's go ahead to the box score here. Take a look. Larry Bird, as you notice, I keep saying this, you keep watching these games, Bird's points are going down per game. And so are his shots. He's not taking as many shots anymore. This time, 33 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. The assists have gone through the roof. He's passing the ball because the big men are figuring out their roles better in terms of where they can help Larry score help score off of Larry's penetration and the attention that he draws. So the chemistry has gone up. Christie has emerged to probably be our best off-bench scorer. It was bold at a moment there but since the loss of Duren, since Duren has gone out, Christie has stepped right in and has been that just instant offense guy. Caruso, he's pretty much turned into a defensive stopper at this point. His offense has struggled because he's having to draw the toughest assignment every single night. You saw him guarding there. You see him guarding Fox right there, and he was also guarding Chris Paul. So it's really tough to expect offense from him every single night because he's pretty much, defensively zoned in. Wembanyama dominant. Jesus, look at this stat line. Look, my goodness. And again, if you go back and watch my Wilt Chamberlain series, it lets you know how good Wilt really is. Because Wilt, as good as Wembanyama is, he dominates Wembanyama. I mean, they have good games, they have great game performances, but for the most part, I think Wembanyama and the Wilt series have played 3 times. And 2 of the 3 times, in my opinion, Wilt dominated him. There was one game, though, where I felt like Wembanyama got the better of him, but even though Team Wilt won that game. But it just lets you know how good Wilt Chamberlain really is. Because look, we couldn't do anything with Wembanyama, man. Look, 31 points. He went 14 of 26, 2 for 4. De'Aaron Fox had a pretty good shooting night, 9 for 20. It's almost just about 50%, 21 points. No real turnovers. They shot good from downtown. They just couldn't deal with the mismatches inside. That's where the game was won at. Look at Bol with 21 points, 9 for 12. Most of them inside. Let's take a look at Bol's inside shot. His highlight reel. Most of it's going to be inside shots on mismatches where he's going against smaller guys or rim runs. Look at that, too small. Just shooting right over top of the guy. Look at that other guy, small, too small. Again, over Jeremy Shohan, too small. Jeremy Shohan again, too small. We're just picking on people. That's what Team Larry Bird does. It picks on people. Wherever the mismatch is at, that's where they go. It doesn't matter whether it's Bol inside on the post up on a small guy or it's Ben Simmons taking a slower guy off the dribble in space. It doesn't matter. Team Bird will go to that mismatch. That's why they win. This team is not what you would call a highly talented team. They just take advantage of what they have, and that's size. I mean, that's what they have going for them. Size. That's the end of the word. And and of course, if everything goes wrong, you always got this guy to fall back on, and he never lets you down. Let's take a look at Larry. Hitting that sweet off the glass shot to close the game out. Wide open 3 off the double team. Wide open 3 off the double team again. Wide open 3 off the double team again. Just setting those feet like a 3-point contest. Look at that move. The master of the half inch. Over Chris Paul, a little floater. Let's take a look at Şengün here. Oh, there again. Going up against De'Aaron Fox in the post. I mean, come on. I mean, is there any reason? Like, most people will say, like, no, this wouldn't happen. I mean, look at the mismatches. I mean, that's a tough shot right there. That was over Wembanyama. That was what a rim run. Transition. Just take a look at Ben Simmons. Look at that pass by Bird to Simmons. That's gorgeous. Another one. Oh my goodness. Ben Simmons, man, I tell you, in the beginning of this series, I didn't know how we were going to use Ben Simmons, but I think Ben Simmons has finally found his role on this team. And that's pretty much to be a point forward, come in there and play it's kind of like he comes in there, he plays bully ball one moment, the next moment he's taking guys off the dribble and then posting up smaller guys. And also rim running and just being a guy who can finish plays off when Bird finds him inside. Those little quick little dunks or put-ins, right there, and play tough defense. That's his role. But with that, let's go ahead and move on. See who's up next. Team Bird getting it done on a back-to-back with an absolute war against the New York Knicks. They come out, win by 9 against the Spurs. So who's up next? I believe it's Team Showtime will now be hosting the Indiana Pacers. Yep. it will be Tyrese Halliburton and his boys, Siakam and Turner. So this is going to be interesting. Let's look at these matchups. Now, you got Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner. They're going to be matched up with Amen Thompson and eventually Jeremy Grant at some point in that game. Possibly even Harrison Barnes and Magic Johnson. You know Magic Johnson always plays center at some point in the series. If you've been watching, Magic at some point always goes to the center position and runs the show and plays point center, if you want to call it. Just makes up Magic. That's how Magic rolls. He just makes up positions. Call it point center. Just makes up things. When you're Magic Johnson, you can do those kind of things. But Tyrese Halliburton and Magic's coming up next, and that will be a good one coming from Las Vegas. And I will see you guys for that game coming up here very, very shortly. I ask you guys, if you like this content, please give this video a like so we can get these videos ranked up, man. Let's get some eyes on these things. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying this. These are some really good games. The way these things are playing out, the way these plays are being ran, and how these guys are interacting organically, it's just really fun to watch. Just good old-fashioned 5-on-5 simulation basketball. And I don't think 2K gets enough credit for that. You know, you hear 2K gets a lot of stuff talking about, oh, 2K isn't this, 2K isn't that. It's mostly people focusing on the one-on-one aspect of the game. They never talk about the 5-on-5 aspect. And I think 2K has a wonderful exhibition of 5-on-5 simulation basketball. I think it's the best simulation sports franchise on the market. I mean, we all know what Madden is. Madden is Madden. So that's the reason I don't play Madden anymore, because I just can't. I would love to do a football series, but I just can't. I can't. So, but I digress, guys. I don't want to go into a tangent. You know how I am. I'll go on a tangent for like the next 15 minutes and give my viewpoints. I know you guys don't want to hear me babble on about my opinions about the state of affairs with video games and sports. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video, and I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Also want to remind you guys to check out my Wilt Chamberlain series from 1962, my Kobe Bryant 2006 series, and also my 1991 Michael Jordan series and 1992 Michael Jordan series, which is a continuation of the 91 series. So, that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video coming up probably the next 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be going live. So I will see you for the Pacers versus Showtime. Should be a good one. Peace.